Okay, for this video, I'm going to discuss the cartoon that you guys have had to do for me. It was the first cartoon that I asked for you to do in English, in Afrikaans, sorry. So basically, I'm just going to take you through the questions. I will read the questions for you in English so that you have a better understanding of the cartoon. Okay. Let's go. So, vraag 1 of question 1.1. It says, skryf die sin welkom terug wat op die bord is in 'n volsin. Onthou om jou sin met 'n hoofletter te begin en om dit te eindig met 'n punt. So what it means is that sentence, welkom terug, you will see it's not in proper Afrikaans, it's in Teks speak. So you have to write the sentence out fully. Welkom terug, you must write out the whole words of that sentence, okay? You need to start it with a capital letter and you need to end the sentence with a full stop. Then 1.2, dink jy dat die manier waarop die juffrou die klas terug verwelkom het toepaslik is? Ja of nee? So for this question you only write down ja of nee. It's asking you whether it is appropriate the way that the teacher has welcomed the class back. Now bearing in mind that she also mentions in the cartoon, she says to the person that she's speaking to, it says, meneer, hulle was mos heel vakansie op WhatsApp. So nou vat ek dit maar stadig. Now if you think about WhatsApp, right, how do you write your sentence out in full or do you shorten the words? And so she wrote down welkom terug on the board but not in the correct way. So 1.1 asks you to write it in a proper sentence. 1.2 asks you if it is appropriate the way that the teacher has greeted the kids. And for that, you just write ja of nee. 1.3 says, hoekom sê jy ja of nee in vraag 2? Why do you say yes or no in 1.2? So now you have to explain why you are saying that. Now, if you look at what the teacher is saying to the sir, then it is appropriate for her to then welcome the class back in that way. Then 1.4 says, wat bedoel die juffrou toe sy sê, meneer, hulle was mos heel vakansie op WhatsApp? You have to explain what she means with that sentence. Okay? Now, if I have to translate that for you in English, it would just be the following. Sir, they were whole holidays, or for the whole holidays, they were on WhatsApp. That is what that sentence is saying. Now you answer it according to that. Okay. 1.5. Ask you, gebruik jy WhatsApp? En verduidelik vir wat jy dit gebruik. So, do you use WhatsApp? And for what do you use it for? 1.6 asks, waarvoor word WhatsApp gebruik? And I also tell you to answer the question in English first and then you write it for me in Afrikaans. And you need to use your dictionary to help you with this. Then 1.7, wat het die leerling 1.5 in sy hand? Hoekom gebruik mense hierdie toestel? Now if you look at the cartoon, that is the learner in 1.5. Look at what he has in his hand and then you explain what that in his hand is used for. Okay. 1.8, Wie dink jy is die meneer in die spotprent? Now, again, look at the cartoon and who do you think that person is? Okay? In terms of a school, a teacher, and who do you think that person is? Okay? 1.9 says, gee eie naam vir meneer, vir die meneer en vir die juffrou. So give a noun to the sir and the teacher, or the sir and the educator. 1.10, hoekom sal jy die juffrou, hoekom sal hy die juffrou uitvra oor wat op die bord geskryf staan? Why do you think he would ask the teacher about what is on the board? Now, if you think in context of school and who that person represents, then why do you think he would be asking her that question? Okay, and also think about the words that's on the board. And as a teacher, do we write like that? Is that how we teach you? Just think about that. And then 1.11 says, gee die teenoorgestelde van die volgende woorde. En teenoorgestelde means opposite. So, the words is op en stadig. Now again, here you need to answer it in Afrikaans. Now you need to find the opposite for the word op and the opposite for the word stadig. 1.12, gee die vergrotende trap en die oortreffende trap van die volgende woord, stadig. Right? Vergrotende trap, die woord wat ek vir jou gee, is die stellende trap, en dan krijg jy die vergrotende trap, en dan die oortreffende trap, van die woord stadig. So this is your degrees of comparison, okay? And we've gone through this quite intensively. Okay, I hope that this video would be helpful to you right now, and that it will assist you better to answer the questions in that cartoon. Okay.